Hi, it's Elise here. Now, have you been working really hard this year? Maybe you've started a new job, a new project. Maybe you've had some really big commitments that have taken you away from your home and your family. And maybe that has done a little damage. Maybe those relationships have been a bit neglected. If that's the case, I know how it feels. I've certainly been in that position many times. And so have my coaching clients. And we often talk about how we can rekindle those relationships, how we can put some investment back into those relationships and bring them back to the place where we really want them to be. Now, it's summer season in Europe and many people are going on their big 2-week holiday. And quite often we can over rely on these big gestures, big events like 2-week summer holidays to inject some of the energy, the engagement, and maybe the passion back into those relationships. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Now, if you're relying on your big summer holiday to inject some of that energy back into your relationships, I hope it really does work for you. But when you come back, maybe you ought to think about, or maybe you could think about some of the things that you can do that are smaller gestures that you can do really regularly. I encourage my coaching clients to use a tactic that I used when I was traveling a lot, and that is to do the small things, make small commitments, small gestures of engagement, love, and commitment every day into those relationships that matter to you, and sustain it over the long haul. They don't need to be big things. But thinking about your relationships in terms of everyday small gestures really helps. It's a bit like putting pennies in a piggy bank every day. The small amounts don't really mean much in themselves, but they add up, and over time they build trust and engagement, and that's really what we want from our close relationships. So if you are going on holiday, I hope you have an amazing time. But what do you rely on in your relationship building? Is it the big things like the holidays, or is it the small everyday things that make the difference? I'd love to know in the comments below. Until next time.